In this video, I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how I use a tool called Nearpod to create interactive videos which I can then use in my classroom. Having made one video, this means that this video can now be reused for several lessons, which is what I've always been talking about. It's not all about creating lots of resources, but using the same resource for many classes. And once you've created the resource, it's always available. Simply, all I have to do is use Nearpod. I create my resource, share the code with my students. I've created this resource on my tablet. Students can view the resource either on a tablet, a computer, or their own mobile phone, which is one of the reasons why this tool is really useful. Nearpod comes with an interactive gallery where teachers are able to select a number of ready-made videos to use in the classroom. So again, another time-saving resource. So this is now available on my screen, and I'm just going to ask the students to use this in an interactive view. I've also placed this on my whiteboard just to see what happens, and the students can actually now use this in an interactive way. As you can see, I've selected the pie chart option. This shows the different energy levels that this skateboarder will have to go through. So simply moving the skateboarder around the different tracks will allow the students to have an idea of the different types of energy that this skateboarder will use. So simply placing the skateboarder at the top of this track means the students can now see what happens and what energy is being used. And this is also on my interactive whiteboard for the students who are unable to see it clearly. There you go. So this is what students can see. They can actually monitor the different energy levels being used. And again, this makes it interactive, really clearly demonstrates the different types of energy, which is another difficult concept to put through in the classroom, but clearly visible on this really fantastic interactive video. The students can actually change the tracks by simply altering to change their motion, so we can make it go slower, and then move our skateboarder up, and then just see how a different track uses different types of energy. They can also use different elements on here just to see and measure how energy is changed depending on the track and the movement. The next section of my interactive video using Nearpod takes me to our lightning section, and this is using Microsoft Sway. So there's lots of information that has been added onto this particular presentation. The students can then just read the information. Again, it's something they can do in their own time. So you can add as much information as you want to your presentations, information in a different format, which makes it easier, particularly for some of our students who may find it difficult to understand the information. And then we'll move on to our class activity, where we'll have a little bit of a discussion about what they've learned. With Nearpod, you can also use an interactive answer session. So in this question, I said, what did you learn in this activity? So the student just simply has to answer the question, and you can see their responses. The student is then able to enter their response, submit, and then the teacher gets the particular response back on their iPad or whatever digital device they're using. So I can see that this is the response that Sarah has sent me, and this is exactly what she typed in onto her screen. So this is how I will see my class sets and their responses using Nearpod.